Hey there and welcome back to SnowRunner. Right now we are very close to the gold mine and we have seen this route a couple of times, but every time we are a step closer to fixing that gold mine though. Let's get some wealth back into the Canadian homeland though, and oh boy, look at that though. We got 4 wooden planks and 1 time small pipes, and that is about that though, one might think. Nope, we still do need around 4 or 5 metal beams. Alright, it seems like that we do need 4. So that's going to be an interesting haul too. We are going to do that with the call-up too. And yeah, I have to say though, we are so close to wrapping this mission up though. And I believe there's only a 2 out of 2 parter. Let's just see how it goes though, right? Because if there's a third one, I don't really mind it though, but I want my payment though, right? You know, because we have done so many hauls, so incredibly many and heavy loads back and forth though, and forth and back, all without getting paid. I mean, it's a little bit extreme, I have to say though, right? You know, because it is good that we have some gasoline bills over here, right? You know, that we can pay. But at the same time though, my chauffeur is overworking. He needs his coffee, he needs his beef jerkies, right, on the long roads and here and there. So, whew, that gold mine better pays up, you know. It's such a beautiful map. It is one of my favorite maps by far right now. Time here is also one of my favorites, I have to say, you know, like the sense of driving through the forest and all. Nice in springtime. Michigan was a lot of fun too, by the way, because it was autumn. And I did start around autumn, I believe. So we got the Halloween vibes and all. But yeah, I do love these games for the nature though. It's just you and I, just going through the nature, exploring and conquering it without destroying it. Yeah, the last episode. I thought we could wrap it all up though in one episode though, but it was way more than I thought it would be. And on the other hand, I'm kind of glad that it didn't do it though, because that episode was full of content. For real. Alright, I think I'm going in high gear right now. Let's just hope that any of these boulders are not going to get us out of there. But we do need a little bit of a stable drive. Without going into high gear, we just fight the transition, right? You know, from going to, let's say, in gear 3 to 1 again, and then slowly back up. Every gear shift, losing a little bit of power, a little bit of momentum though, and it just stacks up, just halting and being pushed back into gear 1 each and every single time. These 2 trucks, they are so fascinating to me. The Zig Z is better at steep climb handling, although this one is much higher. Or is it? I thought it was like 50 centimeter higher though, but nah, that's more like 30 centimeters, something like that though. Nice. Look at that. We only do need 4 metal beams, but yeah, you know, like it has to do with the spread of the tires. Like if we go a little bit back. Now the rear is aligned, and as you can see, the Zig Z has a little bit of more spreading with the tires, and that helps a lot with a lot of climbing. Although the call-up over here is so much better with mud and water. You cannot even compare it though, and the Zig Z is a king of that. Now if the Zig Z is a king, this guy is an emperor. Now I was thinking, how can we make this a little bit more interesting? Well, first of all, let's load 3 of them up. We are going to go all the way back, of course. Whoppa, just like that. And then we are going to go like... Probably take this route again. Yeah, from here. But then we are coming around or... Yeah, around here. We are going around here. And take this very risky road for this metal framing. But with a normal truck though, like the foreign grad, probably. So that is going to be very interesting though. Very slippery rocks over there. Totally frozen over. If you drive by and if you check the map over here, you can see ice and snow. Might be a massive failure. Good for a laugh. Might be an epic win. Good for my wallet. So yeah, you know, like what we could do also is just get a crane and load something up over here. Or get a foreign grad and then drag it around, you know, something like that. But I think, you know, that might make it much more interesting. Now I kind of wonder though, like what we have seen so far is that conveyor belt section 2 and 3, we have to exactly, you know, repair those. Ore sorting center, mountain top delivery, factory main block, and you know, like all very simple ones. Look at that. Consumables 4 times, fuel 2 times, metal beams 2 times. Cabin, zone 2, 1 cabin. It's a very interesting one though, I have to say, right? You know, because every mission around here is just taking so long. Everything is like 2 or 3 deliveries compared to the normal formal jobs though. So, you know, that is that's some real work though this time. And I heard the next maps are just as much, or they go really heavy with this. I don't mind it, but it is a massive change though. So I wonder actually what the developers thought while developing the game that made them go like, oh, look at that, Polar Peninsula. All right, now go to work, you know, in the Yukon. So I wonder what made them flip over the script though so much, because it plays so different than before. But it could also be like, well, now we do need more money, so we work a little bit harder and the missions are longer instead of having more missions, if that makes sense. Does it make sense though? On paper, yes. But it's an interesting thing, and I've seen some trucks that are available from the zones that we can buy, but they are still locked because we have to find them. And we have seen an apocalyptic sky, right? You know, like 1 + 1 = 2. And if you put the water tanks and everything, so there might be some fireworking, you know, firefighting works going around and about too. I'm looking forward to those missions too. So, especially if there's still active fire around though. And at the same time, I wonder like how everything is going to be for us. Like how many more changes will come, and you know, and then we have expeditions, what I really want to put on the channel too. Maybe start off as a Sunday special, maybe, I don't know, or after SnowRunner. And then we have Roadcraft. Oh, I love that game, by the way. It's such a fun game. So the thing about it also is that we have to just wait and see how everything goes. All I'm thinking about though is that maybe we have to haul more and more and longer from now on, because we have to go around here, and we have taken already a whole lot away. Now this one is still there, and this one of course because the pop-up is still there, but over here this one is gone, and this one is gone. And then we have a couple more that are gone. So it is good that we have so much more. But my oh my, I think we do, if we are going to buy a new truck, we probably have to get a good off-roader though. One that is quick, one that is very sturdy, and one that can haul actually, you know, back and forth just 1 and 2. And nothing with a massive trailer like this. There's a smaller version of this trailer, so, you know, it has a good fuel tank. You know what I mean? So maybe that might be a good option though. But yeah, we have to see what we are going to use for that. Come up with a decent strategy. Alright, let's put this one in low gear plus. Yeah, this cargo is extremely heavy though. We have not been struggling with the call-up for so much already than, well, ever before, I mean, than this one. Can you imagine just driving this thing? It must be such a joy though. And especially with heavy cargoes like what we are going to right now. It just feels right though as a trucker, you know what I mean? Oh, what I don't do for entertainment though, right? We could easily pick one of the steel beams up here, right over yonder. As you can see, there is an... well, technically we could go crazy and load it up right on the trailer there. Because we can hook it on the coal-up and then winch it behind us and have a whole lot of more drama. But yeah, we could just get it over here. But as you can see, we are going to that building over yonder. It's going to be a little bit more entertaining though. But for that, we first have to deliver this, of course. This is a very interesting little bit though. So the coal-up is struggling a little bit more than we did before. But what is to expect with 3 steel beam cargos? Yeah, I think we can just understand why. This is no biggie, nothing at all. Hoppa, now let's see. Keep on moving. Yeah, the ZigZ had a much easier time around here. A little bit more front heavy. The cabin is reaching out a little bit further from the tires. As you can see though, this is no issue. But it's a little bit different. I'm still very proud of these 2 trucks though, right? That they can do this. Because I remember the time at Michigan though, that we really did struggle there. Oh boy, those long logs and those massive containers from that ship that just got stranded. Yeah, that was something else. Feels like a massive momentum. The klingle-klangle on the back there, you know? It's getting louder and louder. The steel beams are happy. Alright, big boy. Hold on right through this little bit of mud right here. Oh, we should really reset that crane before it freezes stiff. I just hope that we are having, you know, a little bit of oil in there that is, you know, anti-freeze, or, you know, that does not freeze over. So right now we do need a smaller truck, or we can actually use the ZigZ for it with a flatbed. But let's find a smaller truck and see what we can do with that one. Now I did remember a little bit of a road seeing over here. Remember that in that episode? I think what we are going to do is going right over there and see what we can find. And on the map it did actually look like it will lead to the cabin, or the garage kind of looks like it though, where we want to go to. And then we can go downwards though on that slippery slope. Now hopefully it's not going to be downwards, if you know what I mean. And by the way, a little warning of this awesome looking truck though, the SF5319. I freaking love the design of it. It's such a beautiful truck though. Very nice and compact. Quite powerful though for what it is. But my oh my. If you want to drive it like I do, drive it. If you want to save a little bit of money on the side though, skip it. The gasoline or the fuel intake and usage is abysmal. It is really, really strong. And it takes just as much as the Kolop, though. I mean, that says quite a bit, though, if you ask me. If the Kolop, a massive, massive truck that is much stronger, and the engine is much stronger too, and bigger, of course, right? Does the same fuel usage as this big boy, then there is something wrong. Yes, there's something wrong in the design of this truck. And in real life, though, the real life counterpart was also a little bit of a guzzler. Thing, though, is just a freaking awesome truck, though, isn't it? Quite useful, though, with the add-ons. But yeah, I mean, if we cannot reach point B from a point A to B trip, then, you know what I mean? And it's not really a useful truck now in the end, no matter what it can do. Alright, off in high gear. Yeah, high gear, huh? So we have a different transmission in, because it had a more sturdier setup though. Same fuel consumption. A little bit better speed in high and low gear, it says, but with this setup it cannot really go into the high gear for long. So it lacks power. It gains speed, as you can see in high gear. It absolutely is. It's really quick though. Wow. It is almost twice the speed of a Kolop. And yeah, I have to say, like, this is a massive surprise right now. But it doesn't have the strength to move on. Just lower this one. Yeah, you kind of want to go to the left side here, huh? But I think it might be a little bit of a trick. Like the snow might be much deeper there. Oh, we can see the gold mine from here. Right between the trees. Oh yeah, you really have to look carefully though. If I see it, I will stop. I think the angle did change too much. Oh, there it is. Yep, you do see the pipe and you do see a little bit of the building. Right in the middle there. Well, that's our destination, huh? If you didn't know already. I know, big surprise. Alright, so this is a mighty garage, I have to say. There's one more hall left, but why would you place a garage here? Does this person really think like his... I mean, okay, I'm trying to figure out what that person did think. Like, he can store his own big vehicles there? Sure. But why? Why up here? It is way too difficult to reach up here. It is not far away from civilization. And I kind of doubt, though, if he will do something, like repairing anything, that people would risk to take this route or the other one, you know? Because the other one, you cannot even go normally over the rails, you know? So that is that alone. Yeah, this is really sketchy, man. Wow. Remember, it has a thin layer of ice on it. Yep. There we go. Massive slide. Yo, what was I thinking? I did not scout any of this. Just go. Come on, boy. Oh, if we did not accelerate there, though. Whew. I would have spilled my coffee. For real. There'll be nothing left though. It will be all over me. Yeah. Let's just visit the guy upstairs to repair our vehicle. I mean, you know what I mean though? My oh my. And then you have to go over here, over the railroad track too. I mean, it doesn't make any sense. That guy needed a doctor check though. For real. Kind of feel bad for him. He did spend so much money in there. Maybe he's back into, you know, in the insane asylum again though. Ooh, man. Yeah, that's the bad thing about yes man, right? You know, they just say, yes, you can do it. Don't worry about it. Just do it, boy. You know? And nobody's having any responsibility or whatsoever. It's easier to say the nice things, I suppose. Now, from the gas station towards here, we already did guzzle up like 90 liters. 93 at this point. So this truck, no matter how freaking I care about it or love it, you know, the design and, you know, it is not worth it, sadly. It is not worth it. Small holes, close to the garage, use it as a lifter, sure. But nothing more than that. At least at this point. Everything is just too far away from one another, I suppose. But as you can see, this is why I love it. Just put it in high gear and it's just going and going and going though. Put it in low gear and it's going. Not just going and going, it's way slower. It's just doing what it has to do, what it's made for. I really hope we can put it in high gear again up here. Just to see how we take it, you know? Yeah, what a shame. What a shame, what a shame. Yeah, if we did stay with the off-road transition, it would have been much simpler to stay in high gear. It's kind of cute though. It's almost as struggling as the Collab or the 6E here. It is quicker. It's twice the amount. So 200%, you know. But at the same time, look at the load differences. Yeah, let's say the 6E will take 10 seconds. This takes 20. Well, no, it will take 5 seconds. So it's twice as fast. But, you know, like, it's really the gasoline issue. And then if you go a little bit over the top speed, it has the typical damage, though. Well, let's see what the Road of Doom will do to us here. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I feel like a madman right now. Oh, I feel like such a madman. Wow. This just feels wrong, you know. Ooh. Just feels wrong. So here we are. And this is going to feel so right though. Oh yeah, that feels right. 49,000. That is half the amount of a new heavy truck. I mean, it should have paid a lot more in my opinion though. It should have paid a lot more, because normally 2 jobs like this is almost the same though, isn't it? Or 3. Let's just say 3 jobs. Yeah. Gold mining started. Reinvigorate the old mines. Great, now gold digging will thrive. Yeah, but not for the truckers though, that have to haul it though, I suppose. But my, oh my, oh my. That was a fun little bit though in the end. 40... No way. That mission took only 1% though. 1%. No way, Jose, right? You know, no way. I can't believe that. Oh, that's so funny. Now, I think it's about time that we do something different though. And we are going to do some scouting on the next map. I could use a couple of upgrades though. There are a couple around that we can use for a lot of our trucks, to be fair, right? So even the Tetra and all. Alright, we don't have to repair. What we have to do is refuel here a little bit. There we go. Let's go to the new zone though. Because yeah, you know, I do want those small upgrades. It might be a game changer for me right now. But it might also be like... why bother? We will have to find out, right? We will have to find out, but I think it will be a massive upgrade. At least for the call-up, there's a couple, and yeah, the Tetra, like I said, and there's a couple of other smaller trucks, though, that benefit, so yeah, man, it's good news. Big Salmon Peak, Yukon, Canada. Oh, Canada. Alright, let's go to the left here, residential area. So I have a feeling there might be a river going like that. I also feel like maybe because this one is so much out of the way though. You know what I mean? Now well, let's go by my first feeling. Let's go left. Oh, wait a minute. Is that what I think it is? Is it a bridge that does not need to be repaired? It's like spotting a unicorn in the wild though. Oh my, it truly is a wild unicorn in the wild. My, oh my, oh my. I can't believe my eyes. Okay, let's move on. Not bad, not bad. I kind of have to spot where... Oh, what is that? Clark's Machine Yard. Okay, that's interesting. Oh, it's all the way to the top left here. Somewhere. Well, that might be a massive climb. We will have to find out though. But first, let's go to this place and see what you want. We are worried that the ground may sink under several power towers. We have to check it. Please deliver the trailer with the diagnostics equipment to each point. We need to make sure everything's okay. Yes, sir. And how much did that pay? 6,100 for a very simple job. So I have a feeling like I kind of got underpaid, but I also realized though we did get a massive amount of money. Let's be fair too. Let's be very, very fair. But for a gold mine, I mean, ooh, those boys could have paid a little bit more though. And that is the power of negotiations, by the way. So we have a tunnel to the left, of course, of course. Oh. Oh, look at that. We got another caterpillar around here. Oh, that is one of the cabin places. Now I wonder though, will it be mine? If so, it's another ka-ching day, boys. Oh, look at that. Yep. Nice. Alright, that's some extra money. That is some extra nice, beautiful money though. Now what can we make here? Cabins. Okay. Yeah, there's a road going from the left to the right. Up there, it seems. It's kind of sketchy looking, I have to admit. And this one is just heading towards there. Alright, so the terrain around here is already much wilder and more chaotic than what we are used to. Which is a very nice thing. It just needs a little bit more intel. A little bit more planning and getting used to. So the tunnel must be over there probably somewhere. Maybe, baby. That's some wood. Ah, look at that. The garage is to the left. Okay. Alright, I do see the watchtower right over there, the outlook post. Now, I'm not sure if we should take the left road there or this one. Neither can do too much harm, though, because both lead to something. Yeah, that one to the right. What I'm thinking about, though, like, somewhere around the corner there might be an upgrade that we are missing. And that's the risk, right? That's the risk that we have to live with. There are a lot of side roads, though, as you can see. This is an absolute amazing joy, though, to drive through. Seriously, what a joy. Oh, there's a cabin down there. And there is the outlook post. Alright, the watchtower. Let's go there first. And then we can move on. But yeah, this feels really, really wild though. The other place had nice nature everywhere. You know, everything was quite accessible. There was of course a little bit of issues with the river and all. But in general though, it doesn't feel as wild as this feels. This feels like... Well, the other one feels like, you know, you're at the frontier for sure, but closer to a small town. This feels like you're out in the frontier so far. We need to do some plant maintenance on the tower. The trouble is, it's located on a cliff and there's no way we can drag our equipment there. We need someone who could lift the crate with the tools up the cliff. I see. And just to be sure... Okay, it's a different tower. Alright, I get it, I get it. Alright, let's not track that. Might be a little bit distracting. There's a doggo inside of that house though, barking. Good doggo though. Very good doggo. Especially out here in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, if there's a strange sound, you gotta need a doggo that's barking, you know? Now, I'm a little bit worried about that little icon here. Like a, you know, like a truck somewhere? Don't tell me there's a truck down here, man. That's an issue. I need your help! I was fishing off the rocks there and I didn't see my car roll down into the lake. Now I cannot get it out, but you could easily do it. Yeah, sure, man. Use the rope, a little bit of spit in the hands and sure thing, big boy. Are you insane, by the way? Like... Where is it? Is it down there? Man, somebody has lost their mind though. Somebody did lose their mind. Like, how did it roll down here? How did he park? Don't tell me it's a TikToker that wanted to have a cool picture too and he just says some stupid stuff right now, like fishing. Like he didn't do. My boy, how did you go? What? Is that a road down there? No, it's not. I need to get a crane though. How did he do it? Guys, is there a road down here? Like, is there a road like this? I don't think so though, right? I think it's a TikToker though. Yeah. Let's get out of here. We might help him later on though, but we do need a massive crane for that one. My oh my oh my oh my. Oh, and he's living at the cabin. And I said, oh look, there's a cabin over there. Right over here somewhere. There. Yeah. Oh, look at that. Right what we did miss out on. There's a mission here. Warehouse in the mountains. Sure thing though, sure thing. We are going that away. Then we are going like this though. I don't mind. We are getting this upgrade sooner or later anyhow though, huh? There's another reason why I do not really believe him. Like he was just fishing there. If you're living in a region like this, putting it on handbrake is second nature, you know? And in old cars though, I have to admit, sometimes the handbrake could just freeze. That's bad luck though, for real. But I still don't believe him though, because it is second nature to use it. It's like putting the seatbelt on once you sit down in a seat, right? You don't even think about it, it just goes. So I think he was a TikToker trying to make a cool picture though, like where he's fishing, showing his girl, you know. Look at me, being cool. Look at me. Now I gotta walk home though, huh? Oh my. This looks like a normal tree that you could just perch over though. Yeah, I'm growing mighty strong around here though. This is absolutely a joy to drive through. It really feels like you are, you know, out in the wilds, just checking the land, having a little adventure. Sure, we are navigating routes to see for plausible courses that we can take, right? And which roads to avoid and all, but it still feels like a massive adventure. We have an unusual favor to ask. We are starting exploration in the mountains, but we have to keep our equipment somewhere. The easiest way is to use containers. Deliver containers to both camps. I've heard there are some empty containers along the railway tracks. Okay, very interesting. I already thought like, wait a minute, you are exploring the mountains? I thought these guys were natives around here though, right? You know, like people that just live here. Okay, so that is that little road. Let's just continue. But no, they are researchers though. People just like you and I. Well, technically we are researchers too, not just truckers. Because we are definitely exploring the lands. Oh wow. That's kind of spooky though, huh? Like a mighty spirit that pulled that log like it weighs nothing, like it's paper. Better stay in the truck right now. It's getting dark after all, and the creepiness just activated. Oh wow, this is a beautiful drive. Yeah, I cannot see much sadly. What happened here, man? So many trees just fell over. Maybe it's Bigfoot or something, you know? Alrighty then, let's see. We are going to siphon some fuel here. I hope they don't mind. There we are. By the way, a lovely house. No destroyed roofs, nothing though. I mean, how cool is that? That's a rare sight too. Hey, would you like to make some money? Okay, that starts very shady. I have a small hunting cabin in the mountains, but I need heating and my old Jeep won't start. Could you take the tank there? Sure, let's see. Where do you want it to be delivered? All the way over there, huh? I'm going to drag it with me for now, because well, we just might deliver it halfway through and change parts, you know, roads. And we will see, though. But yeah, it's better to haul it now with us than that we have to do it later on, you know. We are going to stay for the night at that outpost. Hopefully the watchtower is empty. Else it might be a little bit awkward though, but we can still sleep in our Tatarin, of course. You know, we do have the room, we do have the sleeping bags. We do have the hot coffee in the morning, of course. Oh yeah. It's a bumpy ride, but somehow it's still butter smooth though. Especially for the trailer, as you can see. It's so happy it's doing barrel rolls and, you know, like a dog rolling in the grass. Alright, here we are. Oh, there's a city here. And I thought, though, the other one was the frontier. No, this actually is the front of the city one. And the other one... Wait a minute. I confuse all my words. The other one is less frontier than this one, I thought. Because this is pure wilderness, rocks everywhere, mountain slopes and all. No, it's actually vice versa, believe it or not. I mean, that's interesting, though. That is something I did not anticipate. Very, very cool. So you know what? Let's end this episode right over here. I'm going to go to... Where is it? This one right over there, though. And meanwhile, we can also deliver the hunting cabin, you know, like fuel. And I don't want the guy to be frozen to death, though, right? You know, so yeah, we are going to be very busy around this map. I'm pretty hyped for this, though, because look at that. It seems to get wilder and wilder. I love the little mountain slopes here and there. Now, I truly also hope, though, for real, that it's not going to be a pain in the ass, though, huh? Like, deliver 500 items here. And here's your little sandwich as payment. See you guys later, though. Stay happy and healthy. And don't forget to subscribe, though. Bye-bye.